Hello everyone. This is Unit 3, session number 27. The topic is Techniques of Performance Appraisal. Under that, the third main techniques is Management by Objectives or MBO. So MBO or Management by Objective is the third main category of Techniques of Performance Appraisal. Management by Objectives. Peter F. Drucker propounded a new concept, namely management by objective. It means that management by objectives and performance is rated against the achievement of objectives stated by the management. It consists of four main steps: goal setting, performance standard, comparison, and periodic review. But here we have to take only two factors. So, management by objectives involves a mutual agreement between employees and managers on goals to be achieved in a given time period, which is known as MBO or management by objectives. MBO actively involves employees in their own evaluations. They are not simply graded or rated by others. They have to do their own evaluations. It establishes goals and desired outcomes for each subordinate, setting performance standards, comparison of actual goals with goals attained by the employee. It established new goals and new strategies for goals not achieved in the previous year. This is known as management by objectives. So the process of MBO. So before going to the process of MBO consists of two phases. That is called as number one, goal setting. Number two, performance review. So already I have told you there is a four components, but mainly here we have to take only two components here. So what is goal setting? Goal setting is employees meet individually with supervisors to determine the goals for which they will strive their time before the next appraisal, usually 1 year, or to discuss ways of reaching those goals. So based on the minimum within a given time they have to achieve their goals, that is called as a goal setting. In performance review, the employees and supervisor discuss the extent to which the goals are met. Then again, this is the mutual process involving both parties. The performance appraisal is based on the job results, not on the characteristics such as initiative or gender cases. So based on goal setting, they have to review the performance. So these are the two phases comes under MBO. So the MBO technique satisfies fair employment guidelines and has been found to be effective in increasing the employee motivation as well as productivity. So this is very important in management by objectives. So MBO process goes under establish the goals and desired outcomes of each subordinate, setting performance standards, comparison of the actual goals attended the employee also very important. Here the process of MBO related to performance appraisal, defining organizational goals, define employee objectives, continuous monitoring performance and progress, performance evaluation, providing feedback. So these are all comes under process of MBO. So what are the advantages of MBO? It is more useful for managerial position. So this is the one of the advantage. And disadvantages: not applicable to all jobs. Allocation of merit pay result in setting short-term goals rather than important and long-term goals, etc. It is not suitable for all the jobs. If we have long-term goals, it's suitable for setting the short-term goals rather than the important long-term goals, etc. So this is the one of the drawbacks of MBO or management by objectives. So MBO stands for management by objectives. Here the main technique involved in MBO is called 360-degree feedback. That is, the star mark call it as 360-degree feedback. What is a 360-degree feedback? Which is a performance appraisal, involves combining evaluations from several sources into overall appraisal. So based on several sources, we have to evaluate overall appraisal, that is called as 360-degree feedback. Any number of individual rating sources can be so combined, but ultimate multi-source approach is called the 360-degree feedback, which is also known as 360-degree feedback. So in these techniques, it combines the full circle of ratings from all sources: superiors, subordinates, peers, self, even evaluation, organization, customers, clients who have dealings with the persons being rated. So these are all people comes under this feedback. Multi-source feedback can provide information that would not otherwise be available about the rates because it provides data, unique perspectives. Example, ex Example, subordinates and peers have different experiences and relations with their managers. Then do the managers' bosses. Evaluation from the clients or outcomes provide yet another view of how well managers are performing their jobs. Multi-source feedback may also reduce many forms of bias. So here we can take the information regarding supervisor, individual staff, other superiors, customers, teams, subordinates, teams, peers, other superiors. They all members are together, they evaluate the performance appraisal of the individual staff. This is known as the 360-degree feedback or 360-degree techniques used in MBO. Very, very important. So what are the advantages of 360-degree feedback? So the first advantages is appraisal are useful, measured to interpersonal skills, customer satisfaction and team building skills. So any interpersonal relationship skills, they have good interpersonal relationship and satisfaction of the customer beliefs, all those things, and team building. It is useful to 360-degree feedback is very much useful. It is also called as multi-source feedback. Disadvantages is if give the multiple source can intimidating and threatening to etc. We cannot receive all the multi-source appraisals. Multiple raters may be less adept at providing the balanced and objective feedback. They are not able to give the objective feedback of the individual or employee. So these are the drawbacks of 360-degree feedback. So this is regarding MBO or management by objectives. So already I have told you MBO stands for management by objectives. 360-degree feedback is very important. Here we learned phases of MBO, meaning of MBO, objectives of MBO, advantages and disadvantages. MBO consists of two phases, that is goal setting and performance review. Then the major technique involved in 360-degree feedback. So all the multiple sources we have to collect the information. Based on that we need to evaluate the performance appraisal of the employee. So these are the major techniques: objective, judgmental and MBO, management by objectives. These are the major techniques used in performance appraisal or evaluate the performance of the employee. Thank you for watching.